Your rock station, 99.7 The Blitz, hanging out at Sonic Temple 2023. We're in the Blitz Sonic Studio in the Artist Lounge right now. Backstage, Ayron Jones is hanging out with us. How are you, man?
I'm doing good, man. I'm doing good.
Your second album, Chronicles of the Kid,
Yep.
is coming out June 23rd, right?
That's right, yeah.
Now, we've been playing Blood in the Water.
Yeah, man.
What's the message that you're trying to get out with that track?
With Blood in the Water?
Yeah.
It's just that, you can't let your beginnings define who you become. You can't let the things that are, I don't know, man. As a kid, they used to tell me, I guess people felt sorry for me, a lot,
Yeah.
and a lot of things that were going on in my life. And so I think for me, just kind of carrying the irony of my parents' legacy, to where I'm at today, and that, here was this 19-year-old girl who just was impressionable and, got into drugs and stuff really early on. And her, the dude she had a baby with was a pimp and a gangster and all these things, It's like that doesn't really leave a lot of room for growth, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I think for me, Blood in the Water was about living through the best part of my parents' legacy, and that, I became something greater than they would be for the rest of time and for my kids and the rest of the time, And so really just it's about that, man. I want people to feel like they have all of the power in the world to define who they want to be for the rest of the time,
Yeah, you decide your own fate.
Yeah, you get to decide that, man. So Blood in the Water is just that, and it's like, and it may never take away where you came from or the things you dealt with to get here, but you always get to tell your own story,
We've got a 4-day festival. This is day 4 of 4 here with Sonic Temple.
Yeah.
Approximately 80 bands are playing this gig.
Yeah.
What is the best part for you about playing a festival like Sonic?
Man, seeing my friends, I think, is one of the best parts, Just being able to, you tour and you travel so much, and you see all your friends when you're on tour and crisscross the globe, and you talk, but you never really get to see each other. So being able to see all my friends is the biggest part, but also just the crowd, man. Obviously, getting out there in front of 20,000 people.
Right.
There's no other feeling like that in the world, And so when festival season comes up, I think that's where we all learn to grab our swagger from. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We play a little rock music, it's fine and good, Playing a club for the 500 people is all fine and good, or whatever, 600, 700 people. But when you get out there in front of 20,000 and cats are singing your songs, that's when you really feel it,
When you're out on tour, what do you, besides the bathroom necessities, what do you like to bring with you from home?
Oh, man, good question. I always I bring my iRig, man. That's my little
Your iRig?
tube. I have a little iRig, which is like a little. It's like what do you call it? An interface.
Yeah.
But it's like a tiny interface for a guitar, and you get to plug in. That's the other thing I bring, and cologne.
I gotcha.
That's my jam too, man. Cologne and sunglasses. I don't know, man. Other than that, it's like, I've been out there so much. You just go with it, man. I mean, there's nothing that can really prepare you for like a day in the life of just being on the go all the time,
Right.
Yeah.
Now, it's Memorial Day weekend,
Yep.
the weekend where we honor our fallen soldiers who, fought to give us the freedoms that we have, like, a 4-day festival like Sonic Temple. And thankfully, we've had some awesome weather out here all 4 days of this festival, where it's been in the 70s, and most of the time at these festivals, it's like 95 outside. I want to ask you, what are the worst conditions that you've ever played in weather-wise? Because we've got another really good day today, but I want to ask you about the worst weather.
So, I think when I was first starting out, we had this show. It was outside in pouring rain and standing water.
Standing water?
Yeah, it was terrible.
Did that just suck with you? With your guitars and they're all plugged in and everything?
Yeah, it did.
Yeah?
It did. And there was no real accommodations for us, man. So that was probably the worst. And that was in the very beginning, man.
Yeah.
They had us at some gig for the Olympic trials in Washington State or something like that, and had us in this little tent, and there was just standing water everywhere. It was crazy, man. It was a terrible gig.
And you probably had to, watch your steps so you wouldn't bust your ass out there on stage too,
that
right?
too, man. Absolutely, yeah, absolutely. And there's been a few festivals. I won't name names, but there's a couple festivals where the porta potty situation had turned into a slurry in backstage, and it just wasn't great.
Oh God! And every fan listening right now is going, "Dude, we can relate it. It's not much better out here."
Dusty and gross. It was bad.
Now, when you go see bands play live,
Yeah.
do you like it when they sound the way that they do in the studio and on their record, or are you cool with it when they put a spin on how they sound when they're playing live? You know, because some people will walk out of a show going, man, they didn't sound anything like they did on their record.
Yeah, I mean that's good, but it's also a slippery slope. You know, if you're gonna take that approach, you want to make sure you sound good. You know, you can pull it off. And it just depends on different styles too, right? There are bands that probably sound more like their record than they do, you know, when they're live. But I know for me personally, I do like to sound, you know, when I'm playing, I sound different from the record, and that's on purpose, you know, because like, you know, I'm a solo artist, so when I get in the studio, it isn't necessarily with the band, you know, it's with cats who I just kind of bring in to play the parts for me, or whoever's helping me make the record, you know. So when I go live, almost it's like I want to take that and put like a little flavor on it, a little twist on it. Maybe we don't sound like just like the record, but you know what we're singing, you know what song it is, you know.
Right. Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah.
Now, is there who do you have in your cell phone, another artist or musician, who you can reach out to, or they can reach out to you anytime you just want to bounce an idea off of somebody because either they value your opinion or you value theirs?
I'd say Sir Mix-a-Lot probably is the one dude. Yeah, he produced my first indie record, and he's been like a big brother to me ever since. You know, so I know anytime, no matter where I'm at in the world or what I'm doing, I can call that cat.
Yeah,
and he'll pick the phone up, man. You know.
Nice,
yeah.
nice. Yeah. Well, Ayron Jones has a brand new album coming out. It's his second album. It's called Chronicles of the Kid, and it's going to be out on June 23rd. Dude, go out and slay it today, man. Thank you so much for the time, man. Thanks for hanging out with us on The Blitz.
Thank you, man.